नहीं हो पा रहा मुझसे but still try कर रही हूँ. I keep going and yeah, I think I don't know what way to put the lighting in, but that doesn't matter, does it? It's been 4 years of posting videos and 1 year of posting videos consistently. I think YouTube is really hard for small creators, especially. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's like you keep putting in efforts, and you don't even know what the end result would be. It's uncertain for long periods and droughts and all that, I'm really tired. I just am, actually. I think it's because I was surviving on my savings and unemployment benefits as well, and now that my savings are sort of running dry, I'm like, the time to find a job, even if it's a part-time job. It doesn't matter, at least it should be a job, so that I don't get desperate for anything else to work out, like my painting career, my art career, or something else. I don't like putting this side of myself in videos because I feel like I don't want to share my struggles online. But when I was a kid, when I was, for example, like 14, 15, I had a different idea of where I'd be by 30 years old. Actually, I had no idea that I'd be alive by this age, actually, It took a lot of convincing and life injecting for me to be able to pursue this path of existence. When I entered my early 20s, I told one of my friends that I don't see myself living till 30. I see myself, dying before 30 or something like that. It was very quite morbid thought, and my friend was shocked, and she told me that I should focus on myself and take care of myself instead of focusing on others and trying to give so much to others, and that's going to deplete me, giving so much to others. And I feel like now I'm living what she told me. Like, I stopped overgiving to people who did not reciprocate to me. It's only now that I started doing that. But I think generally I was always overgiving and overextending myself. And that was my fault, I'm not going to call out the people that I overgave to, or that people that did not reciprocate. I need to question myself. I need to ask myself why I allowed such people in my space who weren't on the same wavelength or similar wavelength to give back. That's the point of interest. And that's because it always roots back to our childhood, and our attachment styles in our childhood with our parents growing up. I mean, growing up, we were a family of 4 by my time, and total family of 6, including the parents, and then there were cousins as well, and it was kind of like a joint family scene going on. And I didn't really feel seen as a kid or validated for my emotions. In fact, I felt like I had to accommodate the emotions of my parents. So my parents were kind of emotionally unavailable when I was growing up, because I wouldn't blame them. It's not like I'm pointing fingers or something, but it's like my mom was busy catering to everyone and doing her duties as a homemaker. My dad was busy with his job, trying to make his career and all that, and I don't blame them at all, But it's just that what happened was that the emotional unavailability caused me to go within and retreat into my own world. And it caused me having an anxious attachment style as a result to this day. It borders between secure attachment and anxious attachment. But the anxious attachment style, what it did was that it sought people who wouldn't give back to me, and it would cause me to be anxious in relationships in general. Like I would be always want or need validation or reassurance, that sort of thing. It has done more harm than good, but I believe that none of us come out unsaved. None of us, barely any of us, have the perfect childhood, so we have to work on ourselves. And I believed in and believe in working on myself, like on inner work and all that. So I've done a lot of inner work on my whole 20s, especially, these 10 years of inner work. And I realized at one point that if you get obsessed with self-development and you do so much inner work that you are like so obsessed with it, there's a point where you get obsessed so much that you start seeking answers to every single thing. And sometimes there's no stopping it, like to what degree will you go to seek answers? To what degree will you might want to keep having answers or closures, but the fact is that the more you seek them, the more lost you become sometimes, because you're so obsessed with self improvement, or even what you call it, your traumas and everything. You're obsessed with finding out why it happened the way it happened. There's like a maze. You get lost in it. So you have to set boundaries and stop yourself from going there. And this was supposed to be a video about YouTube being hard for small creators, but it ended up going here. I don't know how, but I'm just reflecting on every single thing lately, and I just wanted to let it out here. So, like a video diary. I mean, it would have been nice if I was able to, it would have been nice if I was able to like have a job, like a part-time job or something, so that I stopped obsessing about YouTube or my art career, because you need a supplemental income, and to stop obsessing and being desperate for certain things to work out, And it makes me think, what can I improve in my videos? What can I do that differently that can... But I think at this point I can't do anything differently. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm just maybe being hard on myself because it's not working out the way I thought it would. I mean, it's been only 1 year of being consistent and 3 years of being on and off on this. I mean, I didn't know where I was going to take it. I wanted to tell a story. I had a story in me. I had my voice wanted to be projected, wanted to be heard, because I was suppressed for such a long time. I was suppressed for years. I wanted to have my own outlet, and that's what I did. I created a YouTube channel. I started telling a little bit of stories, a little bit of art, a little bit of mental health stuff, and but there's no point, it's just, it's hard. I have to just accept it, and move on. It's hard, but hopefully, I don't know where I'll get by the end of this year. At least it's a new year. There's possibilities, but I got to be realistic as well. I mean, I don't want to be realistic. I want to be delusional. I want to create space for miracles. I'm tired at this point. So if you're a small creator, another small creator, I just want to let you know that please don't give up so quickly. The stamina you have. I mean, I wouldn't be the one to pass judgment, but You know the stamina you have with what you can keep going. And I would also tell you, and that's why I advise to find supplemental income sources and not rely on YouTube to be monetized eventually, because you never know. You never know about anything, you know, because for a job you can be laid off, you know. So about YouTube, I don't know what how much time it takes. For everyone is different. It's like a gamble, you know. So like a big risk. For some it takes a couple of years, so for some it takes a few days to a week, so for some it takes a decade or so. I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works, you know. I don't it keeps changing how the algorithm works as well, so that's that. But if you're a small creator, I just wanted to put this message out there, that keep going and don't give up. And you have all my support as well, you know. I'm sending you all the love, cheering you on, and we'll get there hopefully, inshallah.